From May 2010 through May of 2012, a team of IRS specialists in Cincinnati, Ohio, referred to as the Determinations Unit, selected 298 cases for additional screening. We found that the first time executives from Washington, D.C. became aware of the use of these criteria was June 2011.
We found that top executives in D.C. were aware of it. Now, two developments today, Senator Thune, or we learned that Jay Carney, who said nobody knew earlier, in fact, the president's lawyer, the president's chief of staff, knew earlier than what Jay Carney was telling us. Can you put all that together and piece that together for us, please?
Right. Well, one thing, Lois Lerner is taking the fifth, Sean, I think, as you mentioned, which would suggest there's an admission of guilt right there. But as Senator Portman pointed out, we got more non-answers than answers today. The two people who should know about this, Steve Miller and the former commissioner, Paul Schuman, who testified, by the way, in front of the House committee in March of 2012 that there wasn't any targeting, and then found out subsequently in May that there was, and then for months said nothing about it. And despite repeated requests for information in the form of letters that came from the committee. So if you look at the way this thing is played out, there was a lot of people involved who knew what was going on. I asked the question today about whether or not there were conversations with the Treasury Department. The Deputy Secretary, it's being reported, knew about this as early as June of 2012. Of course, it was an election year. You got to wonder about how the political schedule impacted this coming out. But the White House itself did know